So good day everyone. So this is the continuation of report of Sandra Gyumla. Key provision and featured. The Local Government Code of 1991 covers a wide range of aspects related to local governance. So the Government Code of 1991, the Republic Act number 7160 is a comprehensive law that decentralizes the governance structure in the Philippines, providing local government units or the LGUs with greater autonomy and responsibility. So decentralized meaning is the dispersion or distribution of function and powers, especially the government. So structure and organization. The code defines the structure and function of different LGUs, including provinces, cities, municipalities, and barangays. It outlines the powers and responsibilities of elected officials, such as governors, mayors, and council members. So, tinutukoy dito ang iba't ibang uri or the differences of LGUs including provinces, cities, municipalities, and the barangays. It outlines the powers and responsibilities of elected officials. So, itong code na ito yung mga tungkulin nila as elected officials. Pinaplano nila ito ng maayos or sa kanila ito na-assign. Next is the power and functions. The code grants LGUs broad powers to govern their territories, including the authority to create and broaden their own sources of revenue, enact ordinances, deliver basic services, and manage local resources. So, itong code naman na ito is nagbibigay ng lakas or kapangyarihan sa LGUs to govern their territory. Local taxation. The code provides LGUs with the power to levy taxes, fees, and charges to generate revenue for local development. It establishes guidelines for the fair and equitable administration of local taxation. So, meaning nagbibigay din ito ng karapatan sa mga LGUs na magpataw ng fees or taxes if ever, pero for establishing guidelines for fair and equitable administration of local taxation naman ito para din makabuo ng kita to local development. Eminent domain. The code grants LGUs the power of eminent domain, allowing them to acquire private property for public use or purpose upon payment of just compensation. So, pwede silang mag-acquire ng private properties. But, for public use or purpose upon payment of just compensation. Next is the land use planning. The code mandates LGUs to prepare and implement comprehensive land use plans to guide the development of their territories, ensuring sustainable use of land resources. So, na-allow din sila sa paggamit ng lupa, like tinitiyak nila ang paggamit ng mga yamang lupa. Public works and infrastructure. The code empowers LGUs to undertake public works projects, including the construction and maintenance of roads, bridges, and other infrastructures essential for local development. So, pati na din yung mga pagpapatayo or paggawa ng kalsada or yung mga tulay is sakop or may kapangyarihan sila dito or yung mga LGUs. Basta yung mga public works. Environmental management. The code recognizes the importance of environmental protection and empowers LGUs to manage their natural resources sustainably, promoting ecological balance within their jurisdictions. Ito naman is ang pamamahala sa kapaligiran or the environment. So, yung mga LGUs ay binigyan din ng karapatan to protect the environment and to manage this or manage them. Social services. The code mandates LGUs to provide essential social services to their constituents, including health care, education, social welfare, and poverty alleviation programs. So, na-assign din sila sa mga social services to their constituents, including healthcare, education, social welfare, and mga program na masugpuan ang mga kahirapan. And lastly, intergovernmental relations. The code establishes mechanism for coordination and cooperation between LGUs and the national government, promoting a collaboration approach to development. Ang code na ito is nag-i-establish din ito ng mechanism for coordinating and cooperation sa pagitan ng LGUs at ng gobyerno, promoting and collaboration approach to development. So that's all. Thank you.